morning, everybody. If you're new here, my name is Joey from True North. I say good morning. You might not be finding this at morning, but it's like 5 in the morning here. I had a message from Spirit that was trying to get out, and the message today is really about like giving away your power. I feel like that has been a theme that I've been noticing that people have been doing for weeks. I feel like we've been doing it subconsciously our whole life, and we do it subconsciously at various cycles of our life, but really what I've been noticing, what I've been telling people that I care about recently is how it's very much been like a period of hermit energy. Like we are meant to be going within, we are meant to be closing off one cycle and really birthing a new one. And I think it's so much. So if you've been feeling called to keep to yourself, if you've been noticing friends that have been keeping to themselves, don't take it personally. Just really focus on where you're going, what stage and what cycle you're at, and what is nourishing and feeding you, okay? And it's just very much giving like the Eight of Pentacles, like in the Light Seers Tarot, where she's just like focusing on that candle and it's like, where are you going? Okay. And really, I take this as a time to really not focus on what other people are doing. And the reason that I bring up, you may have noticed, is because like for example, you might have that friend that's always in everyone's business. They're always, oh, what's so and so doing, and trying to figure out why. And it's like, when it's coming from a place of love, I don't want to like limit love, but also there are periods where you're meant to be focusing on yourself, okay? And I feel like there's going to be projections. People are going to be projecting energy. There's certain people that are avoiding doing the work, okay? And so they're going to start projecting, okay? When you're not doing the work, you're just going to be noticing projections of other people because you're failing to look at your own reflection. Not everyone's ready to hear that, but that's some real tea right there. Okay. So, some subtle ways that I have been able to, just kind of deflect from that energy, if that's something that you're finding yourself in, is really just reminding them like, hey, that's a waste of energy. That doesn't serve us, love. Like, I just going within, like if it's not about growth, if it's not about where we're going, it's just a distraction. Like you're just distracting yourself from where you're supposed to go, like with the most love, and it's just also you can sneak an air of like I don't give a fuck in there. And it's not even from like it's not anything but love, because it's like at the end of the day, it's their lessons to learn, and all it is a distraction from where you're going, especially when you have shit that you're trying to manifest, when you got big boy shit that you're trying to do. Like it's small minded. Like if someone is actually in need of help, A, the universe is going to help them, or B, they will come to you and ask. But, it's trusting in the divine plan and the divine process that they're exactly where they're meant to be and they're doing exactly what they're meant to do. And sometimes when people keep putting themselves in, especially when it's someone that's like worrying about, like a karmic situation that someone else is in, it's like, this is their fight to fight. Like you can't save everybody. And not everyone wants to hear that, but people have to save themselves, okay? You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. You can help influence by healing yourself. You can help influence by making the shift yourself, okay? And offering loving support, but you cannot force anybody else to make that shift, okay? Ooh, I need some water. A little Wawa. I made some blueberry water. It's just delightful. Yeah, it's nice. Okay. So, with that being said, yeah, again, it's collapsing projections by forcing people to see their reflections. And it boils right down to pain points. Pain points and uncomfortable situations are our best gauge for growth and for you know, things in our own reflection, holes in our own auric field that we need to heal. Like, and not everyone's ready for that either. But, you know, when you start getting serious about your spiritual growth, you'll start looking in the mirror more, because you're the mirror, especially the mirrors that other people put up of yourself. You know, when you start realizing that the projections are reflections, baby. Yeah. Oh, justice, new way of thinking, breakthrough. Yeah, very much so. Okay, Spirit, do we have anything to follow up on, like, with this message for this collective? They said start with Callie. Okay. Okay, baby. You know how much I love my baby girl Callie, goddess, empress. I don't want to, like, say too much or too little, but she's just her. Held within Callie's protection, your heart radiates peace, certainty, and beauty. Her grace melts our frustrations into inspirations. Yeah, and I feel like that frustration is largely like, oh gosh, I feel like it's like people aren't doing exactly where you want, and it feels like micromanaging the universe. Like you know better, almost like you know better than where they're supposed to be. Yeah. Fatigue into replenishment, and overactivity into effortless attraction. Yeah. And it really trying to like force everyone to heal, trying to force everyone to like grow in the same manner that you do right when you do. That's wounded masculine. That might not feel like it, because like it might come from a place in the heart of like, I want to help, I want to heal. But that, to me, that's like, it's their free will, it's their lessons, okay? And you know, like, you can still provide a safe healing space, but I feel like the best action that you can take for healing the people around you is by healing yourself first. um, and once you get to like that really high vibration, that's when you really are going to start, you know, making shifts through the law of resonance. But that's just me. Yeah, I feel like when you realize that we are all being led on the golden pathway to divine protection and spiritual contentment, that's when our heart becomes empowered to receive the same generosity, openness, and grace, because that's what we're putting out. And so this is just very much about how, like, the people who are making the shift are very close to sacred fruition. And similarly, like, I feel like everyone is getting closer to sacred fruition, but it's just a matter of, that's why I feel like this is a period of going within. That's why I feel like this is a period of really kind of focusing on yourself, because we need our energy right now for this fruition. You know, like when plants fruit, it takes more energy. And so I feel like that's, yeah, I feel like right now we're in a period where we need to really call our power back, you know, be very mindful of the things that we're paying into, be very mindful of the people that we're paying into, you know, because there are people who are going to repeat the cycle, and they're on the hamster wheel, okay, and they don't plan on getting off. They're going to be in the same relationship complaining about the same things. They're going to be in the same position complaining about the same things, trying to force the same pieces into the puzzle that aren't working for them, you know, and they're just not happy, okay? And it's not your job to drain yourself with them right now, okay? And I'm not even trying to sound heartless, but really, at the end of the day, there are certain things that we might need to kind of release in order to grow, you know? We can't take everything with us, you know? So that is one message. Spirit, what needs to be said? Ooh. Ooh. Beloved initiate, there are times to surrender and let go, but never to give up. Yeah, and that doesn't mean just because you release them for a period of time while you grow and while you do your thing, does not mean that you're surrendering or giving up on them. You know, persist with your bold faith, you know, like wish them the best, uh, and keep up your inspired action. But eventually the impossible is going to happen, you know? So I don't think any of us are really going to fail. And I think it's trusting in their spirit of triumph, trusting that these lessons that the universe have put out before them have been laid out tailor made for them to wake up. Okay. And I think once people see you waking up, and they see that the impossible can happen, you know, that you can get on the other side of this, that you can conquer your lessons, that you can, you know, really believe in yourself to the breakthrough until the impossible happens. That is going to inspire them. Your growth is going to inspire them, okay? Yeah. That's deep. Okay, Spirit. What? Yup. You can't even. Baby. This is a time where we need to focus on our shit. Okay? And similarly, like, but this is a 10, okay? So just like I said, you're swiftly approaching sacred fruition, but also, like, this is a cycle that is closing, okay? This is a cycle that's closing, and she's solo. She's packing that, you know, the 10 of Wands is, you know, about feeling burdened and like, but this, I do get this as like a sacred pilgrimage energy. I see this as like a rite of passage. Like, this is you and your spirit team, like, really, I mean, you're moving mountains right now, okay? And that's the thing. You already have enough that you are carrying and that you need to focus on right now. And the best way for you to love yourself and to be the best you right now is to really dial down on where you're going, what you're doing, what you want, okay? Yeah, that's a new breakthrough way of thinking. Understanding, like, and I'm hearing we came into this world alone, you know, like, and you pass alone. But, you know, and it's not that we're meant to be alone in this life or anything like that. We are very social creatures, and connections are so, so important. But when you realize that the best way to change the world and to change all those around you is by making the genuine shift yourself and by embodying the shift, by embodying the new way of thinking, by embodying these breakthroughs, you know, like, oh, yeah. Yes, 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 yes. And it's the divine union. I feel like it's sacred union with this card. The Two Cups is typically about relationships, and just melding of different energies and becoming one, but I see this as that being sacred fruition with our divine masculine and our divine feminine. I see this as holy union within ourselves. I see this as unlocking, you know, more light by holding more light. You know, I see this as us using our divine masculine to protect our divine feminine, to really, and similarly, our divine feminine to draw in what is meant for us, you know, and not the divine masculine trying to like break down all the doors to like get there. It's about calling it in, allowing and flowing with it, you know. Oh, yeah, Spirit. No, 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 no. We don't need the Queen of Swords right now. But maybe we do. But we'll see. Yeah, the Tower reverse. There are certain people who are trying to resist this change, okay? You know, and I feel like if you're aligning with this, though, like, I feel like there have been moments where you might have been, there might have been slight resistance, but overall, you are moving through this change here. And it's like, I see this as like, these people right now, the reason why you're being asked to go within is because they are going to slow this process down, okay? I see this as, it's just worrying, like having their problems in your ear when you're trying to make this big shift. And again, this is all coming from a place of love, but there's certain parts of our journey when we really do need to go within, and I see that because you're You're on the verge of a breakthrough. You're on the verge of an up leveling. All right? And it's time to focus your energy on that. Period. I'm not changing. I'm not shifting on that. That's what's going on, baby. What did I tell you? It's karmic. It's karmic. It's karmic. You are meant to be frustrated. You're meant to feel this tension. You're meant to feel all of these feelings. So you get frustrated enough to up level, you know? So, and similarly, there are so many people that you're going to be experiencing that are in competition with you. You need to be in competition with no one. No one. You're only in competition with yourself. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself. So, you know, it's not your responsibility to drag everyone up. It's your responsibility to reach your own light, and from that light, light the way for others, okay? It's not your job to drag anyone to the light. And similarly, this is something else that's been coming up too, is like we are reaching a new level of light. We are a new spiritual light. And my guides were showing me, you know, the message card kept coming out in my sacred symbols and oracle, and it's a Luna moth. And I was like, what is the message? What is the message today? And they were warning me that we are becoming the light, okay? And moths are going to be drawn to our light, okay? There are going to be people that are trying to attach to and access our light, you know? Oh, yeah. So, ooh. Yup, they're going to be depressed people, and yeah, and they're going to be unhealed, okay? And they're going to be trying to cling to that light because it's the only thing they know. But the thing is when you allow them to siphon off of that light, and I'm not saying don't shed love on them, but there is a certain point where it's like if you will almost become a comfort zone where they, even if you love them, they can still be siphoning off of your energy subconsciously, you know, and you're like wondering why it's taking you so long to get where you're going or to grow or to have that breakthrough. It's because you have all of these people, places, and things that are unknowingly siphoning and sucking your energy and giving you a headache that's literally slowing you down. That is one of the ways that the devil's going to come for you, okay? A lot of people don't talk about that. They talk about the evil and like this and that, but the devil is cunning, the devil is sly, and the universe knows, you know, like the universe knows you're on the edge of a breakthrough, and so you have all of this light coming at you, but similarly, as this light's coming to you, the people that are vibrating at a lower frequency and the situations that are vibrating at a lower frequency are going to try to attach onto you, and they are part of the debris that you're meant to work through for this up leveling. I hate to even say it like that, but it really is, because I don't like to view it. I like to use like it's almost just like things blocking you from where you're trying to go. You know, it's not that they're good or bad. It's just, you know, where do you want to be? Do you want to up level and grow? Or do you want to be, you know, a barter for their journey? You know, like a lot of people don't see it like that, but that's really the truth of it. Like, I'm going to slow down my progress and sacrifice my goals for you, when really you're taking away their free will, you know, like you're almost like you're almost like sugarcoating their journey when it really they have the free will, okay? And their journey is meant, yeah, they're putting themselves in their own prison, acting like they can't move, they can't do this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And similarly, I feel like some of the people that are listening to this is going to be hard information. There's going to be a hard pill to swallow. Yeah, and it's going to make you feel like, where do you go? Inward, 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 inward. Okay. So I feel like even just that thing that you're feeling right now, that's all those chords to all those like lower vibrations that are like peaking right now, because I feel like they feel threatened. Like, oh no. Yeah, spirit is trying to lead you to your manifestation. Spirit's trying to guide you directly to where you're going. But again, how many people are on that boat, baby? How many? One. Okay? This is a path that you have to walk alone. This is. Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. It's kind of heavy, so I'm just going to show a picture of me as an inner child. Me as a child, because it's so cute. Love that. Love that, love that. Ooh, need more blueberry water. Fabulous. No, Spirit, that's not for me. I can tell. Spirit, what do we got to say for ourselves? Maybe. And this, before I even say this, we got the Magician and the Fool. And I just see this as, like, I know what these cards mean, but the message that's coming through again is stop trying to micromanage the universe. Like, just because you have made these manifestations and you're being blessed to have these things materialize and the universe is moving in, you need to surrender. You need to surrender and trust the process. You need to know that the universe is making, like, bringing you to exactly where you're meant to be, but also, like, this period of going within and, like, this journey that you're meant to be on, I think that you're meant to trust that. You're meant to really trust that, because it's bringing you exactly to the life you want, even if, you know, you look around the world and the things that people are experiencing and it fills you with doubt. The Spirit is really asking you to, like, open your mind and trust that not every, they really want you to leave behind this doubt and this fear. You're being asked to walk away from that. That does not serve you anymore. But what they're really trying to remind us here is that change doesn't always feel good. Okay? We can prepare ourselves, and we can prepare ourselves, and we can really be intuitive and kind of take account and accountability and make the shifts easier. But at the end of the day, one of the main reasons why we were able to feel anxiety, fear, anger, frustration, these things that a lot of us don't want to feel, you know, and I don't blame you for that, but they were put there to get us uncomfortable enough to actually up-level ourselves, to actually be like, you know, this is really uncomfortable. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, fuck that. Time to walk away. Time to move on and up. Yeah, no, that's a real thing. Yep. Yeah, so I think viewing these emotions less as, like, some terrible, like, oh, this sucks, like, poor me, like, viewing it as, like, oh, what is the universe trying to tell me? Why is the water getting hot? Oh, because I'm meant to get out of this pot. Time to go to the next one. You know? I feel like sometimes we want to put, like, this big, massive, like, sophisticated lens on things, when really we can put a simpler approach on it. Yes. This is all leading you to that divine solar child moment. This is leading you to your, like, massive connection with the universe. And similarly, your inner child, it's not your inner child's job to offer up and to martyr all their light and all their happiness for all these other people. Like, they have an inner child too. Like, I don't even want to say this, but, like, yeah, I'm hearing, like, you're not Superman, but I just think that's such a limiting belief, because I just feel like we decide how powerful we are, like we are limitless. So, but also, you know, and I'm not saying that you can't do this. I'm not saying that you can't, but what I am is sharing the message that be mindful of the delays that you're facing, you know, like, I guess it's really like be patient with the universe, you know, with your manifestations, you know, if you're expelling all this energy and taking on all this water that's not yours to carry. And by water, I mean emotions. And they showed me like a boat at sea, and it's like, yeah, you're taking on this water and continually like throwing it over the boat instead of just plugging the hole, is like what they're showing me. So take that, well, how it resonates. Yeah. And I see the Three of Swords just popping out. And I just want to say, like, this isn't, I feel like a lot of this isn't your hurt to carry. And I don't mean that in a mean way. Like, it's not that you can't be a good friend. It's not that you can't, you know, do loving things. But it's putting a boundary down, and at some point no longer allowing them to energetically siphon your energy. And similarly, I do see this too as like, there is going to be certain people around you that you just realize are not in alignment with your wish, that are not in alignment with your faith, okay? And I think that there's certain people that you do have to be okay with letting go, you know, because you're trying to bring this manifestation in and the universe is trying to bring it in for you, okay? And not everyone is going to be an energetic match for that manifestation. Yeah, because I feel like there's a lot of people around that are still in that poverty mindset, in that why me, that boo-hoo, you know, too much pride to ask for help. And yeah, and I see this today as people who keep putting themselves in that same situation, people who keep, you know, not helping themselves, crying about the same thing. Oh, I can't do this because of this. I can't do that because of that. No, when really they have the key. All they need to do is stop wallowing and pitying and look up for a few. You know, release yourself from your own judgment. Stop telling yourself you can't. Stop limiting yourself on what you can do, you know, and start focusing on your manifestation. Start focusing on what you're trying to bring in, okay? Start seeing outcomes and solutions instead of these obstacles, okay? You know, and you know what this is? Do you know what this energy is? It's lack of faith in the universe. It is not trusting the universe as far as I see, because you are failing to see the divine plan when really the universe is back. You're like, no, baby, you're missing the whole point to this level. You're missing the whole key. You know, and I'm not saying this to like get down on you or anything, but it's because you we got 19 and 20. You know, like your inner light and this new frequency that you're tapping into is releasing you from your lower self. It's like very much giving cartouche from Isis, and it's choosing to release yourself from that which is lowering your vibration and coming back to a state of love, coming back to your inner child. Wow. Coming back to your wish fulfillment energy, coming back to your faith in the divine. Thank you, Spirit. Releasing that spoiled brat energy. Oh, you can't even make this up, baby. Ooh. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm actually being called to pull from the Animal Spirit deck. I had a blueberry stuck in my tooth and it was driving me crazy, so. Okay, Dolphin. Horse. And the Fish. Yeah. So I feel like what I'm intuitively getting about this right away is like, you are someone who's very fun and intelligent, okay? You uplift all the areas that you go into with your magic and your playfulness, okay? And not only that, but you are gifted, you are highly sensitive, and you're intelligent, okay? But part of this, and you are led by the divine, you know, like you are sovereign, okay? And you're not meant to be carrying everyone around, you know, like despite how horses, they're meant to be free, okay? They aren't meant to carry buggies and trailers and shit. Horses for me are a symbol of freedom. Very much so. Oh, But yeah, and I feel like some of you are almost, yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. There's some people who are caught up like in the flows and like almost like not not owning their own path. They're kind of just like stuck in a rut. Stuck in a rut. And I feel like you're being asked to break free and use your intuition to really guide you, because I just see this fish, and I know fish represent flow, and that's what I've been telling you to do, but I just see this. They showed me almost like the koi fish, how they just go around and around and around, and I feel like this is like the darkness, like blocking out someone's intuition, and they're just kind of like going around and around, like not, like almost missing the point, is like what they were showing me. But I'm going to read these just because this book actually has such valuable things to offer. Alrighty. I found them all so you guys wouldn't have to wait. We got the dolphin here. Innately intelligent, healer, light, and blessings. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle. Yeah, it's very psychic. Enjoy working on a level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact that they make on the world. And that's you. You underestimate how much light and love that you offer these people and how much they take it from you. Okay? And yeah, you don't even realize because you're so busy being a dolphin. You're just like, Sorry, I had to do that because I resonate with this. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with the dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card indicates a profound blessing is on its way. When in balance, active healer and a strong spiritual practice. Thank you, Jesus. When out of balance, underestimates their own power. Don't doubt yourself. Ew. We don't do that on this channel. Just kidding. Sometimes we do, but then we correct it. Okay. Well, you guys might not know. Anyways, to bring into balance like-minded spirits, okay? So that's the other thing that I think too, is like, you are not meant to be like the last shred of light that these people have where they're like trying to like cling on to you, okay? It's time to elevate. I do get a sense of like it might be time to elevate your circle, take that if it resonates. That message isn't going to be for everyone, but I do see this chapter as like being a chapter of new growth, new freedom, and it's new. Okay? And we can't be bringing still people there, people who are still living the same way, like still bitching, still negative, still in the same karmic relationships, still going back to the same crusty ex, still crying about their life, still making the same decisions and still expecting a different outcome, living in insanity. No, no, baby, no. No. The horse. Momentum. Freedom. Told you. Expansive energy and force. The horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within this deck. It provides us with the momentum so reliable, so supportive that you can ride its back towards any goal. No matter how difficult the terrain, a horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. The horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice. So that's exercise and meditation. They are the secret weapons to a horse's legacy, and that is so true. Okay, and that's going to make you unfuckwithable. Okay, but similarly, that is going to be, that is going to strengthen your vibration. That's going to strengthen your resolve. Okay, it's going to make you able to more easily, I feel like, show up for people without it draining a lot of your magic, without it making you feel like, because it's more stability. It creates more structure and stability. Yeah. But also I do see this as like you're being led away from those restless people, like those people that are really just going around in circles. They're not doing this. They're doing this. Okay? You'll know if that resonates. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement. Movement, movement, movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but it usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast water, the fish becomes lost with no clear goals or intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. When in balance, adaptable, well traveled. When out of balance, distracted and changes mind often. To bring into balance, set a small goal and accomplish it. Yeah, so again, that's an energy that they're not really doing anything. They're not creating. They're just kind of. Oh, it feels like living in a hell to me. Like, and I'm sorry if there's like a Pisces or a water sign that's watching this that's offended. I'm a rising Pisces, so there's no shade. This is just what I'm being intuitively shown. But yeah, so I'm gonna pull a couple of the sacred symbols and oracle. Oh no, you messy thing, you messy little thing. Okay, pop off, spirit. You know we need something, boo. Give him one of these. Give him one of these. Bam! And that just kicks it up a notch. Okay. What? What did I just say? We need to be doing this, not this. Period. Not everyone wants your growth. Not everyone benefits from your growth in the state that they are now, okay? Everyone is going to benefit from your growth, but that statement, there are certain people who are not up-leveling that want to utilize your magic, that dolphin magic I was showing you. They want to harness that. They want to siphon that because it allows them to stay in their cycle, okay? And honestly, when you're rushing to the defense of all these people, just like I was saying earlier, you're enabling, period. We're leaving.